Okay, I will do that, Mr. Kronos.
I think we're live.
I'm gonna make a quick ping. Q and A started. There we go. All right. Everybody ask your questions and I will start reading them. Or I will try to at least. Please don't spam. All right. Somebody asked, what bug will you first fix or focus on? We have a huge list of things to go over. I mean, the game is still in its super early stages. I think we're gonna first fix any game-breaking bugs that we find throughout the alpha.
Yo, 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 how's it going, guys? I hope that you're all able to hear me loud and clear. Tycoon developers just released their brand new game, and they're actually currently hosting a Q&A for the community itself. So I'm gonna be kind of just watching and seeing what's going on, and I wanted to stream it for you all, since I know a lot of you guys will probably be interested. So I don't have that much to say. I'm just gonna be letting Tech host everything and, do everything. So enjoy.
When
There we
console
go.
support is not in yet, that is probably one of the first things we're gonna come out with this week as well.
Let me know
So
if
we enable console
if it's
support.
too loud or too quiet. By the way, guys.
The RPG is OP. Yeah, the RPG definitely will need tweaking. One of our plans is to make it so it's like a high damage weapon, but you only have one or two shots that you can fire, and once you're out, you gotta use your secondary. That's gonna be our goal with it. But again, this is still in the alpha stage. Like, we're gonna test stuff out. We're gonna try new
What's
things
up,
and
guys?
just see how it feels and how it plays. To make this a little bit more fun, Dylan, do you want to pick some questions?
Yeah, sure, sure.
So you can read them to me and I'll answer it.
Yeah. Let's see. Man, okay, I'm gonna try that. Try to keep up. Let's see. The owner of War Rivals. That's Gizmo right there.
Guys, let me know what questions you got,
Let's see. What is the plan
so I can
regarding
ask the
age group? Will
developers
it
too.
stay 16 plus, or will it be decreased for people younger age groups?
Oh yes, good question. So for that, the game is temporarily on 16 plus. Roblox has this new rule where you gotta have like 500 daily active users or something, and once you hit that certain threshold, the game will unlock and work for people in like the lower age group. There is also the option to pay 100,000 Robux to unlock it instantly. There's a reason why we haven't done that. We were actually just at Roblox headquarters last week, working with them on this game, and their sponsored ad team, as well as some of the other people there, told us actually not to do that. We're better off first testing the game at the 16 plus bracket. That way we could get metrics and figure out where the game
What's my
lands.
opinion on the game? I think the game is
To
pretty
make
good
it
so
like a
far.
more
For an alpha,
natural
I like
thing
it.
to the algorithm, if we let it do its own thing instead of paying to have it unlock in advance. That's kind of our reasoning as to why it's locked at 16 plus for now, but it will go down automatically once the game hits a certain threshold of players.
Okay.
Yeah, new
Real quick,
Roblox
I
rules.
did forget to do one thing, which Kronos messaged me and reminded me. There's a lot of people on stage, so some of you may not know who's what. I will do a quick introduction for everyone. I'm Gizmotech. I'm sure you guys probably have heard of me. I hope you would at least. We got Dylan over here. He is our producer at War Rivals. He's the one that is managing the production for the team. We got Bloody over here. He is not a War Rivals developer. He is on War Tycoon, but he is here along our ride. And we have the Kronos. What is his profile picture again? It's the Kermit the Frog, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Kermit the Frog Kronos.
Kermit.
He is our lead programmer over at War Tycoon. And then we got the Kronos with the black icon and the K. That is our development and operations lead. He kind of oversees everything that we do. And then we got Volpine Studios. He is one of our 3D artists over at War Tycoon. And then we got Sosta, who is our lead programmer for War Rivals. All right.
A good question for you. Are you planning on making War Tycoon's gun gameplay as fast-paced as War Rivals?
Are we planning on making War Rivals fast-paced or War Tycoon? Sorry, I didn't understand the question.
Make War Tycoon's gunplay be the same as War Rivals, or will they be different?
They are going to be different for now. Our plan is to develop the War Rivals gun system. Like it's not finalized at all. There's still like a lot of things we have to improve with how the guns feel and function and all the bugs and everything with the gun system has to be improved upon for War Rivals, which we'll be doing over the course of several weeks. And our goal later on is to then transfer this gun system over to War Tycoon for many reasons. One of the biggest reasons is the animation support. The War Rivals gun system supports actual like proper custom animations. That's why they look a lot nicer, and that will then transfer over to War Tycoon. But in terms of how fast paced it feels, it's all tweakable. I mean, we can make it slower paced, we can make it fast paced, and that's something we're just gonna have to play around with and see what you guys think.
I'm not gonna be asking War Taking questions here. It's only War
Next
Rivals
question,
questions.
Will vehicle combat be added to this game?
No plans yet, but depends on what direction the game goes. We might add vehicle-only modes in the future.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Vehicle 1v1s
So,
transfer
is there
from War
plans for
Taken.
microtransactions and gambling monetization.
So for now, no. The game is gonna have zero monetization for alpha because we're gonna have data resets and lots of bugs, and I don't want you guys to spend money on something that's not complete or is gonna be reset. So in the alpha state, you will not be able to spend money on anything. When the game is out later on, we plan on only monetizing skins, like cosmetic stuff, consumables, and like buying currencies to like unlock guns faster. But currently, I don't want to like lock behind content through Robux. So like if you want to unlock a gun, all guns will be unlockable through the currency. You can either grind to get it, or if you want to unlock it faster, then you can pay for it, but you will have the option to get them all for free. The only thing that will be monetizable is like cosmetic stuff, which I think would be more fair.
Yep. What inspired you to make a competitor shooter to Rivals?
So I like Rivals a lot, but I don't like their theming. I think Rivals is a fun game. It's very well made, but I prefer more realistic military shooter games. So that's kind of where my idea came from. But I did have the idea for this game like a long, long time ago before Rivals was even out. It's a funny, long story, but I pitched this game to GameFam way before Rivals was out. They said, no, it's a bad idea. There isn't a market for this game. Nobody will play it, yada, yada. And so we just didn't.
And they were wrong.
The
Now Rivals is
but
massive.
since Rivals has been out and it's been doing well, now they see the actual market for there being players that actually want to play this type of game. And that's where they finally gave the green lit to make it. Of course, I could have gone and made it myself, but I didn't want to, as we think reusing War Tycoon stuff would fast track the development of the game. And it
Yeah,
would
it's a
take
whole
lot longer to
partnership.
make it if we didn't have War Tycoon assets being used.
Here's another good one. I could read the usernames, I guess, if people want to know their questions being read. Mav_Kenobi asks, is there going to be a bigger multiplayer mode that can support kill streaks and bigger servers?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna add more modes. This is like the bare minimum of stuff we have right now. We're gonna add free-for-all, team deathmatch, gun game, like a bunch of stuff to the game. It's just gonna come out over time as we develop it.
Yeah, I'm looking through it. A lot of people ask the same thing. I'm kind of behind, just if anybody's curious. I'm at like 5 minutes ago. Just make sure I get all the good questions.
You're good. I can increase the.
Oh, no. It's okay. I've scrolled. They're good. Is there any plans to add a ranked mode?
Yes, definitely. That's going to be added in the future. I think that's very important for the game.
A lot of these questions have already been answered. Will people who are banned in War Tycoon be able to play War Rivals?
I mean, technically yes, because they're separate games.
That's
But
such
try
a
not to
dumb
get banned in War
question.
Rivals too.
Yeah, they're gonna have to ban some people twice.
Let's see.
Because I bet the people that already broke
Geez,
rules in
good
War
to
Tycoon
know.
will break them
Don't worry,
again
everybody.
here.
A lot of people are complaining about that. Don't worry, that's coming.
We should bring some people up to ask questions in VC.
Sure. Yeah, we could change that.
I will let you pick out a random person. Just pick one person.
All right, here we go. Let's see. I'm gonna go. There's somebody with your name. Do you want to bring them up? They've asked
Yeah,
to speak.
Or,
Okay.
I'd love to speak Kismotech.
All right, here is Kismotech.
All right. Let's see if Kismotech is going to join.
Oh, did they disappear? I
No,
guess they
okay.
disappeared.
Yes, they
Okay,
got-
sorry, Kismotech, you're gone.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna bring up Bulgarian A35. Oh, nope, they rescinded their invitation. Okay then. War Kitty, you're up. If they.
Oh,
Hey,
hello.
so I was wondering, are we gonna have more like less pay to win and more like free to play, limited?
We don't plan on doing limited like weapons for this game. It's gonna be just skins and
Okay,
cosmetic.
thank you.
No problem.
Thank you, Borky. Uh, Bloody wants to know how integrated will War Tycoon and War Rivals be, Gizmotech?
How integrated? Besides potentially reusing the gun system, not much else will be the same. We're having a lot of stuff remade for War Rivals and just still being worked on, such as sound effects, particles, and some assets.
Okay. Let's bring up somebody else. I'm gonna pick on a random one, scrolling back and forth. I got Lord Blocks. Let's bring them up.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, what's up, Mr. Lower Blocks?
So, how far do you see this game going when it comes to just like overall player counts on Roblox?
Honestly, with how much the Roblox algorithm changes, I have no idea. We're just gonna keep developing the game, gather feedback, make improvements, and working on it, and just see where it goes. If it keeps sustaining a player base, then we're gonna keep working on it. If it doesn't, then we don't. It's simple as that.
All right.
But right now, the game is in this like new thing that Roblox had called beta, which makes the game not be on the Roblox algorithm, as it is definitely not ready for that yet. So for now, the player counts are going to be super low until we eventually open the gates and allow it to show up on the algorithm.
So, how far do you see this game also going when it comes to like realism as a concept? Because obviously, as the game gets more and more content, you're gonna want to have some more things which are just like a lot less realistic, but are really fun. How much do you want to stick with that realism that you're sticking with at first?
It's going to be like a balance. I don't think we're going to go full on realism because the end goal is to make the game fun. So whatever changes and things that are required to make the game fun is like the direction we're going to go. But it's going to have like real guns and customization. So the customizations for the guns are going to be what you can do in real life, as example. But in terms of how the game feels and plays, it's going to be more in the direction of fun.
All right. Well, I appreciate it, Gizmo.
Thank you for your questions.
Thank you, Lord.
See you.
I've got a good question from Spades8321. They say, will you add an armor system that limits movement and gives more HP?
An armor system that yes. I don't know yet. That's something we have to decide later. That does change up balancing quite a bit. So I'm not sure on that. That is going to be like a big change if you have some people with different healths and speeds and whatnot. So that's going to be more of a later thing to look into.
All right. I'm going to pick a random person that's got their hand up. Let's go with Grayson12985.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Welcome.
Well, I didn't think I would actually get picked.
That's so awkward.
Yes.
Hey,
I'd
now
like
that
to
I'm
be busy.
talking to you, I have a few questions.
Sure. Can we just keep it to 2 questions max so we can
2
talk
questions?
about-
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Why is the age like thing at 16 and not younger? Because your War Tycoon is at a minimum.
Yeah. I did just answer that, but the reasoning is because it's a new game and Roblox has rules when new games come out. They're locked at 16 plus till you meet certain threshold, then it will automatically unlock.
Okay.
So it's just temporary. It'll go.
Yeah. And second question is, I do apologize, but I forgot. Give me 1 second.
All good.
Oh my god, the fame is getting to him.
Oh man, I was really hoping to ask this question.
No worries, brain farts happen.
Yeah, if you remember, you can raise your hand again. Might get chosen again.
Yeah, and also you need to ask
Oh,
him.
wait.
Oh, came back. Yes.
What intrigued you to make a new game?
I've had this idea for a while. Like 3 years ago, I wanted to make a sort of a competitive shooter game that kind of around War Tycoon and its guns and gun system. So finally, we got the opportunity to make it, and we did.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you.
Well,
Let's
Okay. You
see.
can start asking question or yeah, answering questions from the chat now.
Yeah, sure. Ainancha87, they've asked us a few times. Want to make sure we get an answer for them. They say, will the game have a potato graphics mode for low-end mobile players or crappier PCs?
Yes. None of that is in yet, but we will. And so far, I believe the performance is better than War Tycoon, but also we're testing with 50-player servers, so that may change. We're still kind of in a testing phase for how big the server sizes are going to be, but we will have that, and it should perform better than War Tycoon currently.
Sweet. Thank you. All right. Next question comes from egg_the6. They say, if you add vehicles, will it be using War Tycoon vehicles or brand new ones?
I don't know yet. We haven't really planned vehicles. I can tell you for the guns that we have in War Rivals, they're fully remodeled and fully retextured. So I don't know. We'll see.
Sweet. All right. Let's bring on another person. I think I saw Toyvi had their hand up. We can bring on Toyvi really quick. Toyvi, come on in.
The infamous Toy V. What's up?
Hi. What will the plans be for anti-cheat? Like, will it be improved compared to
Oh
War Tycoon?
god, the cheats as usual.
Hopefully, this is more of a question for Mr. Sosta. But
Yeah, I
yeah.
can take this one. We're looking into a lot of stuff. Roblox just released a new setup for server authority, which is pretty much the gold standard for anti-cheat for competitive shooters. So over the next couple of weeks, possibly we'll be looking into implementing that on War Rivals. And then, yeah, there's just a lot of additional work that we'll be continuing on for
cool.
just generic anti-cheat stuff.
Will we get it in War Ticket? Is my question.
And another quick question. Do you know who will actually moderate the game? Considering, like, if it's gonna be something similar to, like if it's gonna be competitive, then it's gonna be filled with exploiters and whatnot.
So exploiters, yeah, will definitely be moderating against exploiters, but it will be different than War Tycoon because War Tycoon, you can spawn camp people and do whatever, which can be a problem. But in War Rivals, it's a competitive shooter game. There is no spawn camping. You just hop into a match, and if you lose, you lose. But there will be some moderation, and ideally, if we implement server authority, that will be good enough to prevent exploiters from cheating. But they'll always figure out some kind of workaround. So we'll see.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you.
Thank you, Toyvi.
Of course.
All right, I'm gonna pick on another person. We got about 50 people want to talk, so let's do another speaker.
I just want to say real quick,
Yes.
just because of the competitive nature of the game, anti-cheat will probably be a much higher priority.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Quite important.
So a good question I wanted to ask. Somebody asked, how long do you estimate the game to be in alpha? And then how long will the game be open for until, you know?
So our goal is just to keep the alpha open until we go into beta. It's going to have low player counts. It's not going to be anything crazy, but it will be our test bed for making improvements and changes. We are going to try to get into beta by the end of next month. Don't quote me on that. Might take longer.
That's quick.
But we're trying to work hard, so we'll see how long it takes. But ideally, the game's gonna be open unless there's like major game-breaking issues that makes the game unplayable. It's gonna be left open as we gather feedback and test things.
Cool, thank you. I've seen this question a few times being asked, like, how long has it been in development? I can answer that. Active development is just over 2 months. So we've just
they're fast with it.
3 now. So we've just started. We're still in early stages, so yeah, bear with us. There's a lot of growing pains, and we appreciate you guys along for the ride. Let's see. I'm gonna go bring up Vimson_XD.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Hey, what's up?
Welcome in.
The question is, will the guns added to the game will be based on the War Tycoon guns or completely new one?
Like the guns we pick out to put in the game?
Yeah.
Yes, War Tycoon has basically all the popular guns. I mean, there's some that are maybe not there, but yeah, we're gonna have. More
Yeah,
guns
bro's
than
mic
War
is
Rivals.
terrible.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I think
definitely it will be.
I can kind of
thank
answer it.
you
I think we're
for
gonna
the-
pull like popular ones and then like a mix of new ones. Yeah.
Okay, that's all.
All right.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Vincent. All right. I'm gonna bring up one more person, not one more in total, but one more person, and I'm gonna pick a message from the chat. So we're gonna bring up Grayson12985.
Again? Oh wow.
Oh, did you? Oh, you already been
Oh,
up here? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
second
no, give
time.
it to somebody else. I already came up.
Okay, got it. Sweet. Thanks. Sorry.
I was like, that name sounds familiar.
It did sound familiar as I read it out loud. Okay. Let's go with Epic Gamer 36363.
I haven't played the game yet because of age restrictions, but do you think of like adding the concept of like air and naval vehicles in War Rivals? Just want to let that.
We don't know yet. That's not in our plans right now. We just want to get the core game done. But maybe we'll add like airstrikes or whatever you could call in.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we'll port it and make it into a separate game where it's vehicles only. We don't have specific plans yet, but I think like later down the line it would be cool to make.
Yeah, it would be.
Sweet. Thank you, Epic
Alright.
Gamer. Thanks.
Yeah.
I've got a chat question from Band Saha. They say, do you have plans to add keybinds and allow leaning when aiming?
Leaning, it's something we gotta discuss on implementing. Maybe it's something we will do in the future. Keybind customization and a bunch of settings. Yeah, we want to eventually add that in and allow people to customize things. We even want to later allow people to customize their mobile controls, so you can like go in an editor and move your controls around to whatever's optimal for your mobile setup.
Right. Yeah. Sweet. Let's see. We got another question from Bulgarian. They say, do you guys plan to add mythicals and limiteds to the game?
Not weapons, skins, maybe. I don't know what they'll be called, but there will be some kind of like skin system in the game later on.
Right. Let's see. We got. Well, okay. Ghost Plays asks, will War Tycoon camos transfer over to War Rivals or anything like that? Any data transfer?
No, there won't be any data transfer, and one of the big reasons is the War Rival skins are completely like remade, much higher quality, because we have the memory bandwidth to make much more higher quality skins. The reason why War Tycoons are a little bit low quality is because we have so many guns, so many things like vehicles, and a bunch of stuff happening in War Tycoon. We can't make bespoke, unique skins for each thing. But since War Rivals is limited to guns only right now, it's we have the bandwidth to make more bespoke and cool skins.
I've seen this question be asked a few times. I'll go ahead and answer. Somebody has asked, will there be matchmaking and party system? Yep, that is coming. That's in our pipeline. Let's see.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and pull up another one of our community testers. Did they raise their hand? Yep, there he is, Vel. Let's bring Vel up here. Hello, Vel.
Hello. So, my main question, I played the game, was if there are any future plans for some other game modes, such as like team deathmatch, free for all, stuff like that.
Yeah, 100%. I think you'll probably see some of those coming out during the alpha as well.
Oh, perfect.
Definitely add in more game modes.
All right, that was my only main question.
Oh,
Right,
thank you,
thank you.
Vel.
Hi.
Hi, Stiz.
Stiz.
Hi there. Oh my
Stiz is
gosh. I'm so
programmer.
excited to be up here.
Yes.
Yep.
User
Hi there.
program War Tycoon.
Yeah. Huge fan. I had a question, just wanted to relay this question that I saw in game chat.
Yeah.
Why did you guys decide on R15 for the character build instead of R6?
A couple of reasons. I think R15 can animate looking nicer. R6 is very rigid. Roblox is also pushing R15 more, so there's a couple of benefits to enabling R15, and we're also part of this like program that Roblox has for new games coming out, which as one of the requirements is the custom avatars in R15. But I have been wanting to eventually move War Tycoon over to R15, and the biggest reason why we couldn't is because of the gun system. So it's just kind of a thing I've wanted for a while.
Let's see. I see a couple of questions I'm going to answer like rapid fire. Do you guys plan on adding more modes like snipers only? Yep, definitely do. Snipers only is on our list. Will you guys shift focus from War Tycoon to War Rivals? No, both will be in active development with 2 separate teams, so don't have to worry about that. And War Rivals will not impact updates or quality of War Tycoon. That is definitely going to make sure that doesn't happen. Let's see. We'll throw one to you, Gizmo.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. There. You know what? I'm just gonna pick someone because I've seen a lot of repeats. So hold on. Let me pull somebody up. Let's go with Foolish Civilian.
All right.
Hello. Actually, if I could ask, I was. I actually forgot. Give me a second.
Yeah, all
No
good.
worries.
Yeah. Okay, so I just wanted to ask if the gun system in War Rivals will be moved also to War Tycoon.
Once it's in a better state and more complete, we do plan on porting it over eventually.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I know a lot of people are going to be angry about this.
Thank you.
Someone asked if we're gonna have a gun game mode. Yes, it's probably one of my favorite game modes in games like this. Eventually,
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
add.
Let's see. Do you plan on bringing the same gun effect and health bar damage and such from Rivals into War Tycoon? It just
No.
depends. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, a lot of those effects are gonna stay separate. But this gun system itself will be the one transferring over, not like the effects, unless one of the effects is really good and we want to use that as well. But right now they're separate. And the one in War I was, by the way, is temporary, so the effects are not the best, and it's temporary.
Let's see. This is pretty good. I'm gonna piggyback off this question that Dylan_2012 Pro Gamer asked. They say, will you guys add Japanese guns, planes, helicopters, and such? Which, a wider question, how do you feel about time period, weaponry, and vehicles being added?
Like older weapons and stuff? Yeah, I think it'd be
Yeah.
cool to add in like World War II guns and whatnot, and they'll be balanced in its own way. The good thing with guns and how they function, if you get shot, you get shot. Doesn't matter if you're using a World War II gun or a brand new gun, it's still a bullet. So just the way it feels in game will be more so different, but damages will be, I think, all kind of in line.
See, I saw a question from Alex. Alex says we plan to add LMGs to the game.
I want to. The biggest reason why we couldn't add LMGs to War Tycoon is because of the animation system, but this new gun system, I think, can support it. More so question for Sosta, can we have animating bullet effects in LMGs?
I'm sorry, what was the question? I'm answering questions in the lobby chat.
Yeah, like if we can add LMG support with like the bullets animating every time you shoot, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
Perfect. Yeah, well, then there you go. There's your answer. We'll add LMGs then.
Diplomat93 asks, will there be an extraction mode?
An extraction mode. That was kind of in one of my ideas, but as of right now, it's not planned. Might come out later on. I think extraction mode is. Well, actually, no, it's pretty popular. I was gonna say it's more of a niche audience, but I guess I just don't play it enough, and other people do. But yeah, maybe something we'll add in the future.
Right. I've got. Let's pull Slayer up here. See what they got to ask.
Hello.
Hello.
So, I've been having some currently issues with like people hiding around the map and just like evading me. Would you ever add like an area where you could like notify the other area for a few seconds, maybe in the last like 30 seconds or so of the game?
I don't know about notify, but there is certain things we can do. Like we haven't put in the proper footstep sound effects or anything like that in yet. So once that kind of goes in, you'll be able to hear where people are walking. And on top of that, we could look into things like, you gotta, if the timer's out, you gotta capture the flag, and stuff like that. That'll force you to go to a center point. So it's still kind of up in the air, but yeah, in terms of just like telling you where the player is, we probably wouldn't do that. And do more so through other ways.
Okay. And would we obviously get more gameplay settings?
Yeah, there'll be a ton more settings. They were actually in before the build, but we disabled it because it's not fully set up yet.
All right. That's
Thank
all.
You, Slayer.
Thank you.
Let's see. Do you plan on? Matt asked, do you plan on making abilities to help progress further and quicker, like XP boosts, money boosts, stuff like that?
No specific plans written down now. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we'll add some kind of like Game Pass that what it does is just boosts you and allows you to progress faster.
Mhm.
But nothing planned yet.
Top Hat, I think you've asked this a few times. We'll go ahead and answer it. Will WR get a recoil system? Yep, that's in. The guns just have to be balanced. They're still being tweaked and whatnot.
Yep.
Let's see. Trying to go through, make sure I didn't ask any of the same thing. Will you change the War Tycoon server from Kismatech to War Tycoon?
I don't know. Maybe. I was debating on keeping it the same with War Rivals, but then it's going to be a big issue with organization and confusion, so we separated them for now. But I don't know. We might make it separate later.
Let's see. Will guns in this game be very customizable, such as underbarrel shotguns and such? And if so, will that kind of customization options come to War Tycoon?
We don't have specific plans for like that kind of customization, but I think it would definitely be cool if you could put on those like little grenade launchers where you just have one grenade and that's all you have for that match that you can shoot from the bottom of your gun. The underbarrel shotguns I haven't quite looked into yet, but if it makes sense, we would add that too.
Let's bring another person up. Let's go with Alpha Malone 3225.
All right.
Oh, I'm the
No,
chosen
no.
one. No, thanks. Will there be matchmaking so I can like invite my friend to the group and then like search for a group that wants to play?
Yeah, like a parting system where we're definitely going to add that one of our things to add in our list.
Well, they're also talking about like LFG, where you can like look for teammates to queue up with, something like that.
Looking for, I haven't really looked into that. Depends on how difficult it is to add. Perhaps that's more of a question for Sosta.
Well, we already have the generic matchmaking system. If you hit the play button, you can matchmake and find teammates and opponents to fight against. And we kind of have a party system underlying. It's just still being tested, so it's not exposed at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, his question was more so like if you could look for a teammate, right?
Like,
Maybe we could have a channel on the Discord for like people that are looking for like let's say they have a 3-stack and they want an extra person for a third or something like that, and they want like a new friend. We can have maybe a channel as well for looking for teammates.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
and
bigger.
my second question is there will you maybe add like some stuff like anti-tank like the 84 launcher?
Probably not anti-tank weapons because there is no tanks in the game right now. But
No,
yes.
for War Tycoon, I guess was the question.
Oh well, this is for War Rifles. I thought I was asking for that, but
Yeah, I was confused because my friend kept saying.
I can't leak the roadmap. We do have lots of stuff planned.
Yeah, okay, then my second question is, will you like add maybe the Tommy gun?
To War Rivals?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I think that would be.
Oh yeah, that's a necessary gun for sure.
Yeah.
That's because it's my favorite gun. I have it already in War Tycoon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, that's one of my favorites too, for sure.
Because I think the AA-12 will be a bit too OP, I guess.
Right.
If I don't know, but that's my second favorite gun.
Gotcha. No,
But,
definitely plans to add more and more weapons for sure.
Yeah, 100%. This is like just the beginning. We got the bare minimum right now. There's gonna be quite a bit more added later.
Okay,
Right?
that's it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Alpha. I've got another question from Matt. Will skins be tradable in War Rivals?
Later on potentially. I mean, the biggest way we're going to monetize is just through cosmetics and skins, and I think building a trading economy is good for the player base. It keeps people coming back and trying to unlock things. It also allows people to unlock paid skins using free stuff that they trade up to get. So I think it's a good thing to have.
Absolutely. Okay, I've got another good question from D Thornto. They say, are there going to be PvE game modes, for example, like a zombies game mode?
I think that might be cool to add later on, but no plans right now. One thing we may do is enable bots. We don't have bots in the game right now. So if you're matchmaking for like a 3v3 mode and there's only 5 people queuing up right now, you're not going to find that 6th person, and that's going to take forever for that person to queue up. So for stuff like that, we might throw in like NPCs that would be on one of the teams. But that's more of a later thing to look into.
Sure. Okay. Got a question for Vitsa. Let's see. Depending on how things work out, will you consider another War Tycoon spinoff, but centered around team-based vehicle combat, such as similar to Battlefield?
Yeah, why not? If this game does well and War Tycoon's still doing well, we can always expand and make more projects.
All right. Will maps be get bigger? Yep, we're gonna have more bigger maps. They'll have bigger modes. We have team deathmatch planned, so there'll be even more players running around. Weekly balance change. There's probably going to be daily balance change for the next few weeks. So the game will be constantly updating. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll be quite active. Hopefully, we'll be posting stuff and announcements almost every day, just kind of showcasing what's being updated and changed.
I'm bringing up another person. Airzin X, you're up.
Hello. I didn't
Hello,
expect to be chosen. Thank you. I have two questions.
Yeah, go for it.
So earlier one of you guys mentioned about how like things of like gun mechanics be transferred over from here to War Tycoon. I was wondering if gun models would also be transferred because the quality difference was. I feel like bringing War Rivals guns to War Tycoon would be a very good quality assurance boost for the game.
So a couple reasons why we wouldn't be able to do that, and the biggest thing is just bandwidth. With War Rivals, we don't have like Tycoons, we don't have a massive map, we don't have vehicles, so we have a lot more bandwidth to put in these higher quality guns without making the game lag or use up too much memory. So that's kind of why the War Tycoon guns are a lot more basic than the War Rival guns. It's just a matter of how much bandwidth we have for performance and memory. So most likely the gun models wouldn't be updated, but the animation system and the way the guns work would be updated.
All right, thank you. My second question is, what do you hope to achieve with War Rivals? Is this just like a fun project, or is something like you hope to like achieve in like a front page game, for example?
We'll see. I mean, the goal is just to make a fun game. Whatever happens from there is whatever happens.
All right, thank you.
Yep, no problem.
Here.
Bye.
Let's see. Orb asks, are there plans to expect season passes or battle passes related updates?
Um, Not right now. I mean, we don't even have monetization in the game, so our goal is first to make a fun game and then worry about monetizing it later.
Sure. Okay, sweet. Thank you. Trying to see if we get any new questions. Okay, here's one I guess you could answer. What's been the greatest roadblock in the game right now? What's been giving us the most issue, I guess, in your opinion?
I mean, I guess more of a question for you, Dylan, and
Yeah.
host.
For us, it's been getting the animations down right and making them look good. That's what it's been.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, that Roblox. Oh yeah, we were trying to work with Roblox's system. I don't know how I forgot about this. Basically, we tried working with Roblox on allowing all UGC arms to function with the animations. They even gave us like unreleased code to implement in, and it still wasn't good enough. We had a lot of meetings and calls with their animation team. It just, let's say somebody joins in with T-Rex arms, making that reach over and stuff is a problem.
Yeah, wasn't sure how much we could say on that. So I was giving you an easy one. So cool. Yeah, that was definitely the biggest hurdle, but we're past that now, thankfully. So moving on. That kind of answers a couple people asked like why was the decision for R15 and versus R6? That was it. Vel asks again, will there be different match lengths such as 3 or 10 rounds? I think it would be cool to have something like custom matchmaking where we can set that and whatnot. But at the moment, it would just be the 5 rounds for the Q pads. Let's bring Miko up. You're up.
Howdy, I'm Miko. Yeah. Anyways, question. Uh, well, I have three questions. One, will you guys have influencers for war rivals like you have for War Tycoon?
Yes, not yet though. Once the game is like available on the algorithm, that's when it makes sense to start doing an influencer program. But right now, there's no point doing it. But we will definitely do it later.
All right. My next question. Will you guys like add the ability to customize your camos like how in War Tycoon you can change the color and everything else?
It's gonna be a little bit more difficult with our current camo system in War Rivals. We've made more like bespoke, higher quality camos, and they're not black and white. So making them black and white, that way you can color it, will require some changes. But maybe something we'll do later on.
All right. And for my final question, this is more War Tycoon related. You guys were talking about what's it called? Server authority in War Rivals. Do you guys plan to add that to War Tycoon? Because a lot of people have issues with the exploiter problem in that game.
Well, we want to, but the reason why that system wouldn't work well in War Tycoon is because it's physics based. So you're talking about the anti-cheat stuff. Um, Server authority basically prevents exploiters from manipulating their physics and flying around and whatnot. But the problem is War Tycoon has vehicles and planes, and you could, be
Yeah.
flying a plane really fast and jump out and stand on top of the plane. The anti-cheat might think you're like flying, but you're not actually, cheating. So it's a lot more difficult in War Tycoon to implement that. Versus with War Rivals, there's no vehicles. So if you're flying in the sky, you are 100% exploiting. That's kind of the difference.
All right. Thank you. That is all.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Miko. I got a good question from Oscar Bratt. They ask, will you guys add guns like a railgun or sci-fi related guns to War Rivals?
Probably not. I mean, maybe there might be like limited time events where like for a month you can do a challenge to unlock so-and-so gun, but that's not anything that's planned. This may be something that could be done way later on.
Sweet. All right, I'm gonna bring up Rocco Taco Master. They say they've got some good questions for us.
Hi, yes. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Can you...
Okay, so my first question is about the age of War Tycoon. I've been playing since like mid-COVID, and there have been so many different vehicles and different ways to balance. How do you plan on keeping the age of War Tycoon so it's not too overwhelming for new players?
Um, so yeah, I mean, this is more of a Q&A for War Rivals, but I guess I'll answer that. For War Tycoon, we just try to find unique content and add it to the game and update it, It's just about researching what military vehicles are out there and what you can implement.
Okay. And then for War Rivals, how do you see this game like connecting with War Tycoon in the future?
We're gonna try to make it a different game. The only way it'll connect later on is once we improve this gun system in War Rivals and potentially transfer it over to War Tycoon, assuming all is well. That's gonna be kind of the biggest connection. We might initially do like a thing in War Tycoon where it's like, oh, you can unlock this new item if you do so and so in War Rivals, just to kind of boost the game initially. That might be the only thing we'll do, but that would be a temporary thing. Otherwise, we want to keep them separate games.
Okay, thank you so much.
No worries. Thank you.
Thank you, Rocco. I've seen this question be asked a few times. Just want to address: will there be emotes or special abilities, recon drones, heartbeats, all kind? Okay, emotes definitely will have those. There's a plan to have. When you win a match, you'll do like a little dance or something like that during that victory screen. Special abilities, most likely no. Forgive me if I'm overstepping there, because I don't think we'll do that.
No.
Recon drones, potentially. We've talked about kill streaks and stuff like that, but we'd like to, but we'll see where we can get. And then heartbeat sensors, that would be a cool, maybe like kill streak related thing, potentially. Matchmaking system being skill based, that is planned to have a ranked mode at some point. And how difficult will be integrate War Rivals gun system? We'll see where we get and how cleaned up we can get our current gun system in War Rivals, and it maybe gets way into War Tycoon. Self-inflicted damage for RPG and grenades.
That's
How do
that's a
we?
little there. We're gonna
Yeah.
see about that. Maybe like in ranked modes you could take self-inflicted damage, but not in the regular modes. That's kind of something we'll just have to see. Maybe even like in ranked modes, if you're playing with your teammates, you will have team damage as well, and you'll get punished if you decide to team kill. That's
Yeah.
more of a later thing to look into.
Let's see. Is someone Granny 80903 has asked this a few times. Is there a possibility to lock purchasable skins behind normal paywalls instead of the gambling features?
Purchasable skin. Oh, like if we're gonna have skins just be purchasable instead of putting them through crates.
Yes.
It's gonna be a mix. Like there's gonna be a huge mix of how skins are unlocked. It could be through challenges. It could be, max out the level of your gun. It could be through a crate. It could be through, I don't know, play the game for 7 days in a row and you get the skin. It's gonna be like a huge variation of how it unlocks. And I think that's where we're gonna kind of like go when it comes to monetization and how extra content can be unlocked in the game, if that makes sense.
Thank you. Thank you. Would you add private servers, and if so, would data save or no?
Yeah, I mean, private servers is no different than just going into a public server and doing a 1v1. It's literally no different.
There will be Blue Raptor asked about console port. Yep, that just wasn't in for alpha, but there's definitely plans to have console support. I'm gonna bring someone else up. Let's bring up Aaron Cheeto, 84.
We should probably like after this screen share and do some 1v1s.
Sure.
Hello.
So I didn't be. So are you planning to support Spanish speaking YouTubers?
We're planning on doing what with Spanish speaking YouTubers? Like
Yes.
promoting them?
Yes. War
We don't
Rivals.
have, we don't have specific plans for that kind of stuff yet, but we are gonna have influencer programs opened later on once the game is in beta or whenever we go into the algorithm.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, time to hop on some matches, and people are gonna laugh at me losing, or they're gonna be proud of me winning. We will see.
Oh god, I actually want to watch that now. Okay.
Yeah, the RPG. I know the RPG needs to be definitely modified.
Dude,
to feel kind
that
of
thing
RPG.
like one shots.
I don't actually know if you can on stage.
What? It
Oh, I
was
swear
showing
you
up a
can
little bit ago.
screenshot on
Is it because we have
stage.
too many people up? I'm gonna remove you, Bell. Oh no, that doesn't let me. Maybe I cannot screen share, but I swear. Oh, it's not available for more than 150 users. Damn.
What?
It says that when you hover over.
That's such a weird feature, dude. There's only 156
Okay,
people
well,
here.
I guess I cannot 1v1 on stream. It's okay. Later on, I do plan on like live streaming the game on the Kismo Tech Studios YouTube channel. So that is where you guys will see me fighting people. But we can ask a few more questions and then we'll end the Q&A.
I saw this one good one. Sorry, just
ahead.
wanted that one asked because I figured a lot of people would have this as well. Do y'all plan on adding remappable keybinds?
Yes, we're gonna have customization for that and customizing mobile controls as well.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Clay, Bloody. Let's see. Okay, got another good couple questions here. Will we get kill badges as we get like in War Tycoons as headshot kill streaks?
Yeah, we're gonna sort of add some things that make the game feel satisfying and cool, and we're gonna add a lot of badges and rewards that people can get by doing certain things. That's kind of like not high priority for the alpha state of the game, but it will be added later.
All right. Next question I've got is: will there be global leaderboards? Like
Global
kills
leaderboards,
and
yes.
medals earned. Yep.
Yes, yes. I think we have leaderboard set up, but it's not like functional right now, so that will be added later.
Midnight asks, are there plans to have a third-person mode?
So the gun system kind of supports third-person mode, but as of right now, we don't have plans to enable it in the near future, but later on we might have like third-person game modes or something. Or maybe like in the regular modes, you can switch between first and third person, but then in ranked, you're stuck in first person. We'll have something like that potentially later on, but that's not high priority right now. We got first get out a lot of game modes, put in more guns, and get a lot things a lot more polished and functional.
Sweet. All right, I got another question for you. TK Death Striker asked, how will you make this game set apart from rivals? What do you intend on making it different?
Yes. So I mean, the first thing is just the theming of the game. We have the same sort of lobby setup, but this is based around real maps and real guns and customization. That's the first difference. We do also have some cool ideas that will differentiate it from any other shooter game like this on Roblox, that I will not share for now, and it will be coming in later on, probably when the game is fully released. But we have some ideas. Just can't share them yet.
Okay. Let's see. I think if we can have one more speaker up, and I think maybe we can call it there. I'm gonna pull up I Stole Anya. Here we go.
All right. Hello.
Okay, so I did have a few questions. Just forgive me if I'm messing up with them. So the first one is what's gonna happen with? I did see the War Tycoon like suggestion group or something, the poll that went out a few days ago. What's gonna happen with that?
Which one? The
It's it was like a Google Forms.
TV guided and unmanned vehicles one?
No, it's the one after that.
Try to look for it. Am I missing it? Is it the one like in announcements and not devlog?
Yeah, I think that's the
Oh,
one.
the focus group sign up. Oh, that's
Yeah.
not managed by me. But
Oh,
what that
okay.
is we just like share ideas and stuff with a group of
Alright.
people and get their feedback. So we just kind of
And
pick and
okay, I did have a question about the age restriction on War Rivals. Is that permanent or is it going to be changed?
it's temporary. It's just Roblox's new rules. When new games come out, they're stuck at 16 plus.
Oh,
Nothing
okay.
special. They get put back to normal.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. I believe it will go down to the same as War Tycoon's age rating, so it will not be a problem. I apologize if you don't have access to the game yet. That's just what Roblox's new rules are for games.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I think maybe just answer one last question from the chat and
Sure.
Q&A.
I'll pull one more. All right, let's see. Let's go with trying to find one we haven't answered before. That's a crazy question. 25 v 25, maybe. Okay, we'll go with this one. Will there be VR support for this game?
No, that's a lot of work and not enough players playing on VR. That was a bad question. Pick a better one.
Okay, fine.
And,
All right. Let's see. I was looking for an easy one. Okay. Let's see. Okay, show. There's a lot of these we've answered already. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Somebody's asking for free limiteds. Okay.
Wrong place.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a good one. Will there be a button to do a rematch in the match, or will it always bring us back to lobby? I guess that's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's on our to-do list, but we should definitely add in a rematch feature. May not be added for the alpha, but later on that will be a thing.
Okay, here's our last good one. Will there be faction systems where you can have stats and like work together in like teams, like clans?
That would be interesting for this game. I don't know if it makes the most sense, but also that would, again, differentiate a lot more from Rivals. So potentially something we'll do in the future. Maybe Rivals has that feature. Actually, I don't know, but yeah, something we could look into.
Okay. I think then we're good to end there. If you're good to end, then we're
Thank
good.
you guys for all of your questions. Thank you for Dylan for hosting.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, we're excited to share the progress in the game we're going to be posting as many updates as we can. You guys will see multiple updates throughout the weeks, and as you follow along our development, you'll see the game changes a lot and will hopefully improve into a better and fun game over time.
Awesome. No, thank you guys so much for your questions, your time, and yeah, just keep your eyes on Discord. We'll be posting updates very frequently, so looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you, everybody. Hope you have a great rest of your day.
Well, that is everything, you guys. I was not saying too much throughout this whole thing, just simply because I was only really speaking on the stage once. So there was really nothing more for me to say. I only really asked the 2 questions which Kismet wanted. But yeah, this was a Q&A for War Rivals, if anyone's wondering, by the way, because I've seen you guys like asking a lot of War Taking questions. I think there seems to be like some confusion here. This is like a completely different Discord server. Let me see if I can actually get a link for it for you guys. Give me a second. I need to quickly hide my screen for that, so you guys would be able to join. Hold up. Does Warchicken have it in their official server? I'm pretty sure they have the link there. Okay, they do. Perfect. Here. So you guys can join the official server if you haven't yet. Alright. Yeah, Kismet didn't say subscribe to Iron Can. Okay. Well, anyway, I will see you guys later.